Hi everyone, welcome to English Today Journey. And hey, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy learning English in a simple and practical way.
Yourself. Many people struggle with this. We look back at our past mistakes. We replay wrong choices again and again in our minds. We hear a harsh inner voice saying, "Why did I do that?" Or "I should have known better." These thoughts bring shame, guilt, and regret. Just like forgiving others, forgiving yourself is about putting down a heavy suitcase. It is about choosing not to punish yourself forever. It is about saying, "Yes, I made mistakes. Yes, I was wrong. But I will not stay stuck in the past. I will learn from this. I will grow. And I will move forward." Self-forgiveness is not about pretending your mistakes did not matter. It is not about excusing bad choices. It is about accepting the truth that you are human. And being human means making mistakes. That is how we learn. That is how we grow. No one becomes better without falling, failing, and trying again. So, remember this important truth. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean excusing what happened. And it does not mean weakness. Forgiveness means choosing peace instead of pain. It means giving yourself the gift of freedom. It means saying, "I am human. I made mistakes, but I can learn. I can grow. And I can move forward." If we do not forgive ourselves, we stay trapped in the same mental prison we talked about before. We replay our mistakes over and over. We punish ourselves again and again. And none of us deserve that. We deserve freedom. We deserve to live without carrying shame and regret every single day. Think about this for a moment. If a close friend came to you and said, "I made a mistake. I feel terrible about it," what would you say? Would you tell them they should suffer forever? Of course not. You would probably say, "You're human. You can learn from this. You can try again. You can move on." So why is it so hard to say those same kind words to ourselves? Forgiving yourself is simply treating yourself with the same compassion, patience, and understanding you would give to someone you love. As we continue this conversation, I invite you to pause and reflect. Are there beliefs about forgiveness that are holding you back? Do you believe forgiving means weakness? Do you believe you do not deserve forgiveness? These ideas can quietly keep us stuck. But the truth is this: forgiveness is not about being perfect. It is about being kind to yourself and choosing freedom over suffering. You deserve peace. You deserve healing. And you deserve the chance to move forward without chains from the past. Have you ever believed that forgiving someone means saying that what they did was okay? Or have you ever worried that if you forgive, people will think you are weak, foolish, or too soft? If you have felt this way, you are not alone. These thoughts are very common. Many people struggle with them, even if they never say it out loud. But here is an important shift I want you to understand. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is not foolishness. In fact, forgiveness is one of the strongest and most powerful choices a person can make. It takes real courage to let go of pain. It takes real strength to choose peace instead of bitterness. And it takes wisdom to understand something very important. When we refuse to forgive, we usually suffer more than the person who hurt us. So, let us continue this journey together and talk honestly about something many people feel but rarely explain. Why is forgiving so difficult? Forgiveness sounds beautiful when we talk about it. It looks good on paper. It sounds inspiring in speeches and quotes. But when it comes to real life, forgiveness can feel extremely hard. Maybe you have felt this yourself. In your mind, you know forgiveness could help you. You understand that holding on to anger only hurts you. You know it could bring peace. And yet, when the moment comes, your heart feels closed. You are not ready. So why is that? Why is forgiving so hard even when we know it could make our lives better? One big reason is the emotional weight of pain. When someone betrays us, lies to us, or deeply disappoints us, the feelings that follow are strong. Anger, sadness, fear, and hurt can stay with us long after the situation is over. These emotions do not simply disappear because time passes. Sometimes, holding on to anger feels safer than letting it go. Think about that for a moment. Have you ever held on to anger because it made you feel strong or protected? In a strange way, anger can feel like armor. It feels like a hard shell around your heart. You might tell yourself, if I stay angry, I won't get hurt again. And at first, that anger might seem helpful. It might protect you for a short time. It might help you feel in control. But over time, that same anger becomes heavy. It tightens around your heart. It steals your peace. It makes life feel harder than it needs to be. Anger that is held too long does not just protect you. It also limits you. It affects your mood, your thoughts, and your relationships. It keeps you stuck in the past, even when you want to move forward. This is why forgiveness is so challenging. Letting go of anger feels like letting go of protection, even when that protection is slowly hurting us. Forgiveness asks us to be brave. It asks us to trust ourselves instead of our anger. It asks us to believe that we can protect ourselves with healthy boundaries, not bitterness. And that is not easy, but it is possible. Forgiveness does not mean opening yourself up to be hurt again. It means choosing healing over harm. It means choosing peace over pain. And step by step, it allows you to live without carrying so much emotional weight. You do not have to forgive all at once. Even understanding why it feels hard is already a powerful first step. Holding on to anger does not protect you forever. In the end, it actually locks you up. It keeps you stuck in pain and stops you from healing. This is one reason forgiveness can feel so hard. Another big reason forgiveness is difficult is pride. When someone hurts us, our dignity feels attacked. We feel disrespected. Inside, we may think, why should I forgive them? They do not deserve it. Or we might think, if I forgive, people will see me as weak. Pride tells us to stand firm and hold on to our anger to prove that we are strong. But here's the truth. Real strength is not about holding grudges. Real strength is knowing when to let go. Forgiveness does not lower you or make you small. It actually lifts you up. It frees you from carrying pain that no longer serves you. Another thing that blocks forgiveness is perfectionism. Some of us expect ourselves and others to always do the right thing. We believe people should know better. We tell ourselves, I would never do that, or they should have been perfect. But the truth is simple and honest. No one is perfect. Not you. Not me. Not anyone. People make mistakes. They say the wrong things. They hurt each other, sometimes without meaning to. If we wait for perfection before we forgive, we will be waiting forever. Forgiveness begins when we accept that being human means being imperfect. Another powerful reason forgiveness feels scary is fear. Forgiving someone can feel like opening your heart again, even just a little. And that can feel dangerous. You might worry, what if they hurt me again? Or what if forgiving makes me look weak? These fears are real. They are normal. And they can stop us from forgiving. But here is something very important to remember. Forgiveness does not mean trusting blindly. Forgiveness and trust are not the same thing. You can forgive someone in your heart without letting them back into your life. Forgiveness is about your healing. Trust is about whether the other person has earned a place in your life again. Those are two very different things. You can forgive and still protect yourself. You can forgive and still say, I need space. You can forgive and say, I need distance. You can forgive and choose peace over chaos. Setting boundaries is not cruel. It is healthy. Forgiveness does not mean opening the door for someone to hurt you again. It means closing the door on anger, bitterness, and pain inside your heart. It means choosing calm over conflict within yourself. This balance is part of true strength. True strength is forgiving without forgetting your worth. It is letting go of anger while still honoring your need for safety and peace. Forgiveness is not about losing control. It is about taking your power back. It is about choosing healing over hurt and freedom over fear. And when you understand this, forgiveness becomes less frightening and more empowering. Our culture and our upbringing play a very big role in how we understand forgiveness. From a young age, we learn certain ideas about what forgiveness means, and those ideas stay with us as we grow older. In some cultures, forgiveness is seen as a sign of wisdom. People believe that forgiving shows spiritual growth, inner strength, and good character. In these cultures, forgiveness is respected and encouraged. But in other cultures, forgiveness is viewed very differently. People are taught to never forget and never forgive. Holding on to anger is often connected to ideas of honor, pride, or self-protection. In these places, forgiving someone may be seen as giving up power or allowing disrespect. These beliefs can make forgiveness feel dangerous or wrong. Our families also shape how we think about forgiveness. Maybe when you were growing up, you heard messages like, "Forgiveness is only for weak people," or "Forgiveness must be earned." Some people hear, "You can forgive, but you must never forget," while others are told, "You must forgive no matter what, even if it hurts you." When we hear these ideas again and again at home, in school, or in our communities, they become part of how we see the world. Some of these lessons help us. Others confuse us. And some of them quietly hold us back. So if forgiveness feels hard for you, please remember this. You are not alone. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not weak or broken. There are many reasons why the human heart holds on to pain. At the same time, you always have the ability to choose a new path. And that path begins with honesty. Being honest with yourself is the first and most important step. Ask yourself gently, what is really stopping me from forgiving? Is it anger? Is it pride? Is it fear? Or is it a mix of all these feelings? The more honest you are with yourself, the easier it becomes to take small and gentle steps toward forgiveness. These steps do not have to be fast. They do not have to look like anyone else's journey. They only need to feel right for you. Now, let us talk about what happens when we hold on to grudges. When someone hurts us, we often think, "I can't let this go. They don't deserve forgiveness." Or we may say, "If I stay angry, I will stay strong. My anger will protect me from being hurt again." But here is the truth. Holding